like, I used to be a pretty ballsy kid. Like, I still had issues and I was anxious because I was not very happy at home. And I know I was an anxious, kind of nervous kid, but at school and around friends, I had the total kind of tough kid kind of facade, and you know, I was the girl that people knew I would freaking beat you up, you know what I mean? Like, if you mess with me. All my, well, not all, but a lot of my friends were guys, and we used to, you know, wrestle and just beat the crap out of each other, and I played all the sports, and I was always really, you know, succeeded in school, and, I was just that girl. Not that I was the popular, whatever, pretty, oh, this is the girl, you know what I mean? But I was definitely noticed, and I definitely had friends, and I knew what I wanted. I stood up for what I believed in, and I got it most of the time, because I would work for it. And now I'm like, I have no idea. Like, everything is just so, and, okay, typical 20-year-old doesn't know what they want to do in their life, is confused as hell, you know, everything's changing, everything's different, don't know how to handle it, we're overwhelmed, right? Okay, that's a stereotype, and for the most part, it's very true. But I'm just like, if I think in broad terms like that, it's not going to get me anything, or get me anywhere. So, I mean, just personally, I'm like, how did I go from that kind of person who would, you know, really reach for what they wanted, to someone who is so withdrawn, and is barely getting by doing normal daily things. I don't know, and you know, I talk a lot about how school is like really holds me back because it is so anxiety provoking for me that I can't focus on anything else, which is true, but I'm like, I don't know if I don't know. I mean, is that really it? Is that all my life is gonna be about until I graduate? You know? Just trying to get through school? I have no idea. And I realize that school, college is necessary. I put so much time and money into this, there's no fucking way I'm gonna not graduate. But, I mean, like, whenever I spend time with old friends or people that aren't close friends that people like have a really good time with, like, I will do anything. Like, you dare me to do something? Hell yeah, I'll do it. I'll drink you under the fucking table, you know what I mean? Like, I'll go nuts. And that's stupid nuts, but I'll do some crazy crap. And that's when I feel alive, and that's when I feel like I'm actually, like, living. Whenever I go new places, and I don't think I've made a video about this, but, last year, like January to May 2008, technically 2 semesters ago, I went to NYU in New York City for a semester. They had this cool exchange program called Spring in New York, and I was there for about 5 months, and it was awesome. As a person with social anxiety, survive in a city with millions and millions of people crammed in all together. I'm not gonna lie, I had some very real issues while I was there, but I also experienced a hell of a lot, met a hell of a lot of different people, came out with a couple pretty good friends from it, but then while you're there, everybody's just like, oh yeah, let's hang out, let's do this, let's do that, because everybody just wants to experience as much as they can, because really 5 months in New York City is not a long time at all. And, I mean, I can tell you so much crazy shit that happened, but, you know, even while I was there, NYU was always my first choice school, and I did get accepted to it in my, freshman year, or, you know, like my senior year of high school, but my parents wouldn't co-sign for the student loans, so I ended up not being allowed to go, because it's just insanely expensive. It's like over 50 grand a year, and even though I got some scholarship money, it came to barely half of it. It just didn't work out. But so, you know, I was all psyched about the semester that I got to go, and, you know, I'm fulfilling one of my dreams, you know? And then I get there, and the semester before, well, the year and a half before hadn't been easy either, but the semester before specifically was very, very hard, anxiety-wise, wasn't good. And I was hoping that when I threw myself into this new program, new school, cool classes, all these new people, that I could just kind of get over it, you know? And sometimes I could, you know, and other times I was just like, I wouldn't answer my phone. My friends called me, and I was just seriously, I couldn't handle not having like that space. I hated not being able to get in my car and drive somewhere if I needed something. I hated having to get all bundled up and going outside and walking in front of like 100 people just to walk to the fucking pharmacy. Like, sometimes that really got to me, and towards the end, there was like a 2-week period where seriously I skipped every single class and I lived in my apartment. That was it. Which I shared with a roommate. We didn't share a room though, because there was a bedroom and there was a whole huge living room that basically cut it in half, make another bedroom, which is what we did, and I had the half of the living room, which was totally cool. There were some issues with that, but whatever. For the most part, it was fine, and, you know, we had our own little kitchen area. I did not have a TV, just so you know. But I had a laptop, so I could find whatever the hell I wanted. But, yeah, there was seriously like a 2-week period where I totally skipped every single class, would not answer my friends' phone calls, nothing. I just completely, like, went into a freaking coma, and all I did was sleep and go on my laptop, and that's it. And just, like, either read books or watch, like, stupid TV shows or movies online. Because I just, like, reached my limit, like, seriously. And it was really kind of frightening that I got to that degree of, like, withdrawal, you know, and, I only came out of it because I had some school tests and stuff that I had, you know, I had to do. I didn't want to fail my classes. I ended up passing 2 out of my 3 classes. The third one I dropped because, or, you know, I withdrew because I had an internship that didn't work out. And it was a whole huge issue the entire semester, so I finally just withdrew from the class because I didn't want to fail it, you know. It wasn't like what happened last semester where I just, like, failed my classes. But still, you know. And that was just, wow, that was crazy, but... And even when I left New York, I was like, wow, I lived in Manhattan for 5 months. I should be so, like, proud of that. Like, yes, I did something, I accomplished something, but then it was like everything went back to normal. And I don't know if it's just because, you know, the way I've been thinking the past couple years is so consumed with anxiety and stress and depression and negative thoughts and just kind of that whole emotional disconnect where it's really hard for me to connect with people and trust people. It's really hard for me to just absorb an experience and feel happy about it, you know what I mean? So even now, like, the way I think about that whole semester I was there, when I remember specific things, I'm like, oh yeah, that was so cool. But then, like, the whole experience, I don't know what to think about it. I mean, I don't know. Just like all these things that used to matter to me so much. You know, and I can realize that some of my thinking was kind of childish, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, it's gonna change my life, you know, I'm gonna meet the man of my dreams, I'm gonna get the dream job, I'm gonna make all these connections in New York City, and, you know, I'll know who to call when I get a job when I graduate, you know what I mean? Like, those are all just little, like, pipe dreams, but I don't know, it's just reality is definitely kicking me in the ass. I don't know. I guess my huge cosmic question is just, who the hell am I and how the hell did I get here? And do you ever feel that way? I'm sure you do. But, I don't know. It's just shocking. When I was reading all my old stuff, all my, you know, articles, columns, stuff, that I was like, wow, that person is a different Anna than the Anna that's sitting right here. And I want to get back into something that I feel passionate about again, that I want, you know, something that I'm so passionate about that I'll throw myself out there and not be so goddamn insecure of judgment and reactions and just, you know what I mean? Writing still does hold that for me. I haven't written any columns or anything like that. I used to write them all the time. And I think it just kind of scares me. I'm like, if I start writing like that again and I start thinking that this is what I want to do with my life and then I'm not able to do it, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm just kind of sabotaging myself in some kind of way, or just like holding myself back to prevent that kind of bad feeling, or you know what I mean? That kind of disappointment. But if you're not living, breathing, sleeping for something that you absolutely are so passionate about, then what the hell does your life mean? You know, like all these kind of thoughts, and I've probably blabbed about this forever, holy crap, but I don't know. so fucking anxious right now, it's crazy, you can't tell. I feel like I'm a really good faker, but I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know how to get through this stage of my life, and I'm just, oh, it just blows my mind. Because I really do want to feel at peace with myself, you know, and to respect myself again, because I feel like I really, really don't. I don't know.